We just finished up day 3 in the first-degree murder trial here out in Anderson County. Now, that is the trial against Jason Dockery, who was accused of shooting and killing Shiesty Mayberry back in September 2023. He's alleged to have shot her while he was in his car, and she was in the passenger seat with her child, who was almost 2 years old, in the back. Most of the day was devoted to different testimony and evidence, but lots of that wasn't shown or heard by the jury. There was a lot of back and forth between attorneys and the judge about what could be shown to the jury and what testimony they would be able to hear. Now, there were 2 eyewitnesses that were called to the stand who were questioned for a few hours before the judge then ruled that they could go and take the stand in front of the jury. That was Amanda Carver, who says that she was the victim's best friend and who's also friends with Jason Dockery, and then Eric Dockery, Jason's brother. Both had to be questioned about a previous violent incident that they had witnessed before they could take the stand, because the judge had to determine if this was something that would go towards the motive or intent of the alleged murder, which he did say it was. The couple both took the stand talking about one specific night a few days before Mayberry's death. Carver had talked about an incident in which she heard the victim and the suspect yelling at each other in the bedroom, and she went in there and she said that she doesn't remember if the gun was pulled out before or after she ran into the room, but she said at some point Jason Dockery was pointing the gun at Shiesty Mayberry. She did convince him to put it away, and then she said she thought that Eric had led Jason out of the house, and when that had happened, she then went to the bathroom and she left again because she heard more commotion happening back in the bedroom again. She said this time when she ran in there, Jason was gone, but she saw Mayberry on the floor bleeding from her neck and said that she was unresponsive. Eric Dockery shares a slightly different story. He did not mention anything about a gun being pulled out, and he said that he was downstairs working in his shop when his fiancee Carver came running down saying that he is going to kill everybody. Eric says that he then ran up the stairs. He was in the basement. They lived on the 3rd floor. And he said when he got up there, he had seen Dockery holding Mayberry up with a knife to her throat. The couple also both testified saying that a few days later, on September 12th, they had gotten a video call from Jason Dockery in which he said, "She's dead. I killed her," and left her on the side of the road. They then said that he told them to meet up with him to get her child if they wanted to make sure that she was still alive. Again, all of that was shared before the jury, and we will continue to check in on this trial, but we will not be back in court until closing arguments.